Hey there, we're going to break down something that could make a real difference for your family's budget, the Alberta Childcare Subsidy.
Okay, if you're a working parent in Alberta, you know the drill, right? It's this constant juggling act: work, kids, life, and oh yeah, the huge cost of childcare. It can really feel like a massive weight.
But what if? What if you could get some help with that? I'm talking about up to $644 a month just to help with your kindergartner's care costs. And nope, that's not some crazy hypothetical. It's totally a real thing.
All right, so let's get right into it. The first step is really understanding the numbers. We're going to look at what you could actually save each month.
So what's really cool here is that this isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. It's tailored to what your family makes. It's a sliding scale. You can see, right? If your household income is under 50 grand a year, you could get that full $644 a month for a kindergartner. But look, even if you're making closer to 90,000, you could still get 161 bucks a month. I mean, that really adds up over the year.
And get this, it's not just for the little ones in kindergarten. The support actually goes all the way up to grade 6. Plus, and this is a big one for so many parents, if you work odd hours, not your typical 9 to 5, there's an extra $100 a month for you. And they even bump up the rates in July and August to help out with that full-time summer care. They've really thought about how real families work.
Okay, so this all sounds great, right? But the big question on your mind is probably, is this for me? Does my family actually qualify?
Let's take a look. These are the main boxes you need to tick. You've got to be an Alberta resident. You or your child need to be a citizen, permanent resident, or have a valid permit. You need a reason for care, like you're working or in school. Your kid has to be in a licensed program. And here's the big one. Your family's gross income has to be less than $90,000 a year. Honestly, for a lot of working families, checking these off is pretty straightforward.
So when we talk about family income, what does that actually mean? It's not just a guess, it's a very specific number. They look at line 15000 on your notice of assessment from the CRA. That's your gross income. If you have a partner, they'll look at theirs too. So you're going to want to have that document handy because that number, that's the key to the whole thing.
All right, now for the part that every busy parent really cares about. How do I do this without it becoming a huge headache? Let's talk about the absolute fastest, easiest path to getting this application done. Okay, look, you could do a paper application, but seriously, if you want to save yourself time and a massive headache, online is the way to go. It's just no contest. It's processed way faster, you can upload your documents with a click, and this is the best part for any parent. You can save it and come back later if a kid interrupts you, which, let's be real, is going to happen. That's a total game changer.
It really just comes down to 3 super simple steps. 1. Create your alberta.ca account. 2. Fill out the actual application online. And 3. Upload your documents. Boom, done. You can knock the whole thing out on your phone or your laptop.
Okay, so to make this whole thing super smooth, like get it done in one go smooth, let's make a little pre-application checklist. Let's talk about what you need to have sitting on the table next to you before you even log in.
Seriously, just a few minutes of prep here will save you a ton of time later. No more running around the house looking for that one piece of paper while you're halfway through. You can just power through it and get it done.
All right, ready? Here's the list. You'll need your social insurance number, and your partner's too. You'll need that CRA notice of assessment, remember, for line 15,000. Have the details for your childcare program handy, and of course, have your alberta.ca account login ready to go. That's it. Get those 4 things together and you're golden.
Okay, so you've done it. You've gathered all your stuff, you've filled everything out, and you've hit that big submit button. So, what happens now? Let's look at what to expect as you cross the finish line. So, one of the great things about applying online is you get an instant estimate right away. The official approval letter might take a few weeks, but, and this is the best part, your subsidy is retroactive. What does that mean? It means if you apply in, say, August, but you don't get fully approved until September, you'll still get paid for August. How awesome is that? Once you're approved, you're set for a full year until it's time to renew. Okay, one last thing, and this is super important. Once you're approved, remember that life happens, right? Your income might go up or down, maybe you move, whatever it is. You have to report those changes in the same month they happen. This just makes sure your subsidy amount stays correct so you don't run into any issues later on.
So just take a second and think about it. What would an extra few $100 a month do for your family?
Maybe it's less stress, paying off some bills, or just having a little more breathing room. Applying for this subsidy is literally the next step you can take to make that happen.